Last Night in Soho, the new Edgar Wright movie, is now out on the big screen for you all to go and watch. This movie is a psychological horror with a mystery element to it. When a young fashion student moves to London to pursue her dreams, she starts to notice things that have happened in the past that come to haunt her at night. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this movie. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of A Night in Soho? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me and click subscribe. And without further ado, let's review this movie. Okay, so Last Night in Soho. I watched the trailers for this and it looked really, really good. I'm like, wow, this could be amazing. So I went into it just knowing the trailer. Didn't read anything about it. Knew the director, knew the cast and that in there. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I had an absolute fantastic time with this movie. It was everything I thought it was going to be and more. There is so many things to unpack in this film, sorry. Where do we even begin? First of all, I must just say, wow, this film looks really, really good. It's gorgeous. And the way he was able to capture the 60s feel in this film was incredible. I actually felt like I was in the 60s. I honestly did. I thought I was in the 60s. And the way that he was able to recreate that sets with the people, with the clothing, the costume design was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. The cinematography is outstanding. The lighting, everything about this movie technically was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So you've got to take your hats off to them. Absolutely stunning. Now we get to the nitty-gritty part. The characters in the story. I tell you what, the performances are absolutely incredible. I bought into all the performances. I gotta say, whoever cast Matt Smith in this movie did a fantastic job because he's very menacing and intimidating in this film. I felt his presence watching the film. I felt like, well, dude, this guy's someone you don't want to be in the presence of because he's pretty fucked up and like he's gonna really fuck you up. And I thought that was great. The performances in general were great. Fantastic. They captured me. The characters, I really cared about our main characters. I really did. I felt her struggles and I was attached to her. And I was like, I want to see her succeed in the fashion industry. But knowing what's happening with her mind and everything that's happening when she's seeing the whole past and everything, all these visions coming to her, flooding to her at night, I felt for her. I was like, dude, that would be so hard to deal with. So he got me on board with all that. The performances got me all on board with all that. The story is incredible. I really like this story. The way he was able to create a mysterious element where I'm sitting there trying to piece together with her what is actually happened in the past and trying to figure out where everyone is, who's still alive, who's dead, who's this, who's that. That was awesome. And you know what? Just when you think you've got it all figured out, he throws a curveball at you. Throws a big twist at you, and you're like, holy crap, I did not see that coming. And then to top it off, he throws a second twist. And I'm like, you got me again. You got me again. Though I did not see any of that coming. I did not see any of that coming, which is a credit to him because when a film can do that and make sure that I don't know what's coming and then surprise the crap out of me, you've done your great job. You've done a great job, especially in this type of film and what it is, being a psychological horror and having that mysterious aspect to it as well, was just absolutely incredible. The music for this whole entire movie is great as well. I really liked how they used the retro music, and then the score on top of that was just as good as well. Very eerie when you needed it, and when you moved into a happy moment and like a funny moment, they did a great score as well with that. There is some great I can't even speak today. Comedic moments that made me laugh quite a lot. I thought the relationships between the characters was great as well. I like their dynamic. There is one character that absolutely cannot stand. She is an absolute BIC. I think I misspelled that right. She's a bitch. She is a bitch. She's a bitch. I hate her. Absolutely hate her. And you know what I mean if you've seen the movie. She is a bitch. No one likes her. Absolutely hated her. But you need a character like that because with a character like that, it's very stereotypical of that in that sort of setting. There is always one person that is like that. So I get why he did that. And you need a character to hate so that you've liked the main character. That was pretty cool. And yeah, hate her. Absolutely hate her. But there are horror elements, the horror elements in this film. Holy crap. They are really freaky and really scary, and they scared the living daylights out of me because he was able to not go over the top with it because he could have easily gone over the top with the horror elements of what he was trying to do with these particular. I don't want to tell you so because it might spoil it. With these particular things that he's trying to do and convey, he could have really gone overboard with it to the point where you're kind of like, yeah, I don't believe this anymore. But he used it in the right manner and enough to make me go, shit, that's pretty freaking scary. That's pretty fucked up. And the way that he used the tone of voices and stuff like that as well worked really well for me as well. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it all. To me, last night in Soho, I actually really enjoyed this and I cannot wait to see this again. I really cannot. I want to see this again. Right now, for me, it's definitely in my top 10 movies of the year so far. I just loved everything about this movie. It's probably my favorite Ed, Edgar Wright movie. It's probably my favorite one. I really enjoyed this. I was on the edge of my seat. The suspense was there, the mysterious element I really enjoyed. And he doesn't spoon feed you. And that's what I like about it. It's not spoon fed. I'm just sitting there trying to piece it together myself. And when he throws the curveballs, I'm like, got me there, mate. You got me there. So yeah, I'm really interested. Now, what I really want, I wouldn't mind seeing a prequel. I want to see the prequel. I really do. If you've seen the movie, you might know what I mean by a prequel. There is potential for a prequel. But overall, I love this movie. Really enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash down in the comments below. Smash down the like button for me and click subscribe. See you all in the next video. Till then, stay safe and peace out.